Before you spend a single dollar fixing up your home, watch this video, because in 2026, some repairs absolutely pay off and others quietly cost sellers money. One of the most common and most expensive questions Temescal Valley sellers face is this: should I sell my home as is, or should I fix it up before listing? The answer is not emotional, and it's not based on pride, and it's definitely not based on what your neighbor did. The correct answer is strategic. In 2026, buyers are more informed than ever. They've seen dozens of homes online before they ever step in your front door. They compare your home not only to other resale homes, but also to newer homes, builder inventory, and even rentals. That means condition matters, but not in the way most sellers think. So let's start with buyer expectations. Most buyers today don't expect perfection. They don't expect a brand new remodel, but they do expect a home to feel clean, cared for, and move-in ready. When buyers walk into a home and immediately notice deferred maintenance, unfinished projects, or visual clutter, they mentally discount the price, often more than what the repairs would actually cost. That discount shows up in lower offers, tougher inspection negotiations, and reduced leverage during escrow. And this is where strategic improvements come in. The fixes that tend to pay off are simple, visible, and emotional. Fresh interior paint in neutral tones help buyers feel comfortable and confident. Updated lighting makes spaces feel brighter and more modern. Flooring that looks clean and consistent help buyers focus on the home rather than what they'll need to replace. And curb appeal also matters more than sellers realize. The exterior sets expectations before a buyer ever walks inside. Clean landscaping, a fresh front door, and basic exterior maintenance can dramatically change first impressions. Those improvements don't need to be expensive. In fact, they usually shouldn't be. The goal is not to over-improve, it's to remove objections. So let's now talk about what usually doesn't pay off. Major remodels, especially kitchens and bathrooms, rarely return dollar-for-dollar value unless they were absolutely necessary. Highly personalized upgrades, luxury finishes, or design choices that reflect personal taste often narrow your buyer pool rather than expand it. Buyers frequently say things like, "We'll redo this anyway," even after a seller spends tens of thousands of dollars. Over-upgrading beyond neighborhood norms can actually hurt. Buyers compare homes within price ranges, and when a home feels overpriced relative to similar options, it loses momentum quickly. Now, this brings us to selling as is. Selling as is can absolutely be the right choice, but only when pricing, expectations, and marketing are aligned. As is does not mean careless. It does not mean hiding issues, and it does not mean hoping buyers won't notice. A successful as-is sale is honest, well-priced, and targeted to the right buyer profile. When sellers try to sell as is, but price the home as if everything was upgraded, the market pushes back fast. The danger zone is in the middle ground, when sellers do some work, but not enough to change buyer perception, and they expect full retail pricing. That's when frustration sets in. The smartest sellers step back and ask, what will actually change how buyers feel? What removes friction instead of adding cost? What aligns with my timeline and stress tolerance? The goal is not perfection. The goal is confidence. Confident buyers write stronger offers. Confident sellers negotiate from strength. If you want help deciding what fixes make sense and which ones to skip, we offer a 15-minute complimentary discovery call. We'll look at your home, your goals, and your timeline and build a clear, cost-effective plan. Click the link in the description below to schedule your call today.